name is Marcela. Good morning, classmates. Today we're going to talk about Humberstone architecture and his urban planning. Humberstone, located in Atacama Desert, is an historic city where a very important man was born. The architecture and urban planning is adapted to the challenging climate of the area. In this presentation, we will see the following points. First, design of the train main and its urban planning, emblematic buildings and their meaning, and architectural heritage and conservation.
Now I'm going to talk about the Humberstone urban planning. The Humberstone urban planning was aimed and responding to specific needs of Mining Town. The design of the buildings focused on functionality. Science work of the mines was the driving force of the community. The site of the mines is located near the residential and service area, allowed the mines work to be optimized. Also, the city was housing organized around the central square, which reflects a hierarchical and controlled structure that assured harmonious consistent between works and administrative support.
The central plaza was instrumental in creating a sense of community, bringing works and minor together in the shared space. The designs aimed to combine practical with social connection, ensuring that people could interact with maintaining order and efficiency by organizing the city in the way. It was hoped to create a balanced environment. At the same time, the well-being of the works will be taken care of.
Emblematic buildings and their meaning. Among the most representative buildings in Humberstone are the social club, the church, the administrative office, and the school. Each of these buildings has a strong symbolism. The social club, for example, was not only a place of recreation, but also a space where the power and class relation between the miners and their employers were reflected. The church, built in a colonial style, was a center of unity and hope for the workers. These buildings not only responded to functional needs, but also fulfilled a social and symbolic function within the community. In addition to their role as a physical space, these buildings were part of Humberstone's cultural identity, representing a lifestyle and an era marked by the exploitation of saltpeter and Chilean desert. The buildings conveyed the strength and resilience of those who live and work in extreme conditions. The school, for example, not only provides basic education to the miners' children, but also helped to forge a sense of belonging and continuity in the community. The administrative offices, on the other hand, were not only places of management, but symbolized the power and control that the company exercised over the daily lives of the workers. Each building, with its architecture and purpose, had to build a narrative in which effort and collaboration were essential for survival in such an inhospitable region. This structure also served as reminders of the ingenuity and perseverance required to adapt to life in such a harsh environment. Over time, these buildings have become historical vestiges that allow us to better understand the dynamics of the saltpeter mines and the social impact they had on their inhabitants.
The architecture of Humberstone, like that of many other mining towns in the Atacama Desert, is a powerful symbol of a past era of industrial prosperity. This prosperity was largely driven by the extraction of nitrates. However, once the nitrate bomb collapsed, the town, like many others, was abandoned, and the impact of that economic and social shift is still felt today. The empty streets and decaying buildings in Humberstone are not just remnants of the bygone era. They are physical testament to the life of the workers who once populated the town. The preservation of this structure is vital for several reasons. From a historical perspective, it offers an invaluable window into the past, allowing us to understand the living conditions, the challenge, and the daily routines of those who worked in the nitrate industry. It is essential to safeguard the collective memory of these workers, their stories, which are often overlooked, deserves to be remembered and shared with future generations. Today, Humberstone is a heritage site, recognized by UNESCO as a World Heritage Site.
Finally, me and my partners, we conclude about architecture and urban planning in Humberstone show us the human ingenuity in extreme conditions and the conservation of this architectural legacy. It is essential to understand not only industrial development in Chile, because also show us the stories of the men and women who they built this city. Finally, Humberstone shows us the conditions and challenges that the different people who participated in the Salvador era in Chile had to face.